Okay, so I'm recording at Santa Clara University, right? Wow, look at this. Oh yeah, I remember last year I went through this entrance, but this year I'll go to that entrance. Huh? Oh. Yep. Oh yeah, so I actually went here for last year's graduation because of for Ryan's graduation. That's my sister's boyfriend, right? Yeah, I just didn't record, but now I'm recording my cousin's graduation, Natalie. Santa Clara University. So, yep. So, yeah, this is in San Jose. Just people coming in and out and preparing for stuff. How's that? Nice? Yeah.
You can sit here if you want.
I think for my past view of my graduation, I think my view is getting too long, so I try to cut as short as possible and entertaining as possible because I still need improvements. So as you see.
Oh my gosh, I know. We've been seeing the sun.
Yeah, and also I'll be also cutting the view shorter because I also need to catch Pokemon too.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm just sitting around for like 2 hours. How am I gonna catch a lot of Pokemon? Well, I'm not gonna tell you, man. But it's not important. Graduation is important, not Pokemon. Oh, I see the graduates. All the way down there.
And closed captioning on the Jumbotron. Campus safety officers will direct those of you seated to my left to leave the stadium through the exits north to Palm Drive. You will be escorted to an assembly point located on the Abbey Sagrada Mall, located just beyond Palm Drive and Sherman Street. Those of you seated to my right will be directed to leave the stadium through the exits south towards the Locatelli Center and Levy Event Center. You will be escorted to an assembly point in front of the Learning Commons at the corner of Alameda and Market Streets. Please pay particular attention to the safety of children, seniors, and persons with special needs so they can safely evacuate the area. Thank you.
Yeah, we've got there's a lot of them, huh?
Oh yeah, that's why it's huge.
See those rows of seats?
Yep.
4.
Yeah.
Those are all them.
Wow, look, you see how big this university is? Definitely bigger than college and high school. This is. Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, man, this video. The reason why I didn't start recording in the beginning is because for security reasons, right? I mean, there's security like checking in, checking out, making sure you don't bring weapons, stuff like that. This is what graduation is about. It's supposed to be fun and all that stuff. And also I'm afraid that that security does not like me to record, but I just have to walk in and put out the camera like this.
Chút nữa chị spread Thảo cầm đầu hả?
Đây được.
I know. pour over mà nó không gì. That's great. Cái này roll thì nó không có suspicious, you know, that one is big.
Look at this. Here's a big screen. Oh, sorry for this thing, but I can't read it. Maybe I should read for you. We invite you to take your seats and we welcome the class of 2018.
have to look for white spots.
I know, right? We didn't either. We saw a bunch of other people and we're like, hey, you go in there? It looked pretty shady too.
have to listen well. Nó từng cái department một á.
Let's just fast forward this. You know, I'm getting tired of watching this long theme, man. But anyway, once the scene starts, I'll start recording. Okay, stand up for the pledge of allegiance. Nope. I'm not spotting Natalie yet. Sparkle has Natalie, but as from recording, I don't think you can see from this far. Oh, I probably see it now. It's all white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that I would just wave?
What?
Oh, never mind.
Good morning. My name is Dennis Jacobs, and I serve as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. It is my pleasure to welcome our distinguished guests, members of the university boards, deans and faculty, parents, family and friends, and members of the graduating class of 2018. These are the university's 167th commencement exercises. Please remain standing for the national anthem and for the invocation. The national anthem will be played by graduating senior and violinist Byron Michael Fan. Raquel Hernandez, a graduating senior from Los Angeles, California, with a major in psychology and a minor in communication, will open the commencement with a prayer.
We come together on this special day to celebrate our accomplishments and hard work throughout these years. As we celebrate, we pause to acknowledge that Santa Clara University sits on the land of the Ohlone people. We remember their connection to this region and give thanks for the opportunity to live, work, learn, and pray on their traditional homeland. Let us take a moment of silence to pay respect to their elders and to all Ohlone people of the past and present. Let us also remember the deceased members of the class of 2018, Owen Botwood, Julian Fraser, and Henry Walter. May they rest in peace. And so we pray. May we be grateful for our families and friends who have supported us and are here present or in spirit to celebrate with us our graduation. May we feel blessed and proud of where we have come from and where we are now, that we may believe in our abilities and skills we have acquired here, and that we may have the confidence to use them and continue learning. As we embark on a new episode in our lives, may we be people with and for others in our commitment to make a more just, humane, and sustainable world. Amen.
Please be seated. It is my privilege to introduce the president of Santa Clara University, Reverend Michael Lang of the Society of Jesus, who will offer some words to the graduates.
See, nice hat right there. See the white hat? Yeah, smoke. There. See?
I saw it a few minutes ago.
Distinguished guests, university colleagues, families, and friends.
Oh,
fans
that's the
of the
blue
Dubs,
one.
and graduates of Santa Clara University class of 2018. Welcome.
Don't worry, it was a good
Congratulations, graduates, on reaching this milestone. You could have not made it without the support of two vital groups of people. So I want to give a shout out, first of all, to the faculty and staff for teaching, mentoring, advocating to you throughout your years at Santa Clara. So let's hear it for them. Equally important, a shout out to your family and friends, your relatives, and for those who have supported you through continued love and sacrifice. So for all of the family and friends, we say thank you. Thank you. You recognize both groups of people upon whom you have relied and from whom you have benefited so richly these years. And so graduates, we celebrate your academic achievements as you become the newest members of the Santa Clara University alumni family. The work you have done, however, must continue. Your efforts in the classroom over the past few years were only the beginning. And now, the challenge is to identify and to put to use the power and influence each of you holds to improve the lives of others. It was here on this campus back in 2000, the year 2000, that the Superior General of the Jesuits, Peter Hans Kollenbach, delivered a powerful address. The first, the service of faith and the promotion of justice in American Jesuit higher education. And in his speech, Father Kollenbach pointed out our unique position here in Silicon Valley. He called it the intersection of the mission and the microchip. Today he'd probably say the cloud. And while we have our Jesuit mission committed to serving others, we also must confront our position as an academic institution aspiring for excellence in the midst of global wealth, power, and culture. So how do we confront this reality? How do we make the intersection of mission and microchip benefit others and improve our world? Kollenbach urged you and all students of Jesuit institutions to let the gritty reality of this world into your lives, to feel it, to think about it critically, to respond to its suffering, and to engage it constructively. He stressed the importance of learning to perceive and think and judge, choose, and act for the rights of others, especially the disadvantaged and the oppressed. Well, in my opinion, to engage in such tasks, love must motivate our actions. I'm not talking about a romantic sort of love, that's not bad at all, but rather a love for humanity, a love for life, a love that recognizes each individual encountered as a fellow companion on this journey of life. And this love I'm referring to is relentless. It seeks out those whose hearts feel full and those whose hearts ache with emptiness. The great American writer Maya Angelou frequently described this dynamic. She put it this way: love recognizes no barriers. It jumps, hurdles, it leaps fences, it penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope. Angelou realized that love is unstoppable, it's agile, love is ambitious, love is audacious, love is persistent. Love is our hope-filled life raft for which we can save humanity. So Angelou and Kollenbach each shared a desire to animate humanity. They urge us to strive for our ideals and help others to flourish. And so if there's one lesson I hope you take away from Santa Clara, it's this: as long as you choose to marry your mind and your hearts, and that is cherish both the microchip and the mission identities of our institution, you will grow into a leader of compassionate excellence no matter what your endeavors. Love recognizes no barriers. So congratulations again, class of 2018, and God bless you all. Go Broncos.
Thank you, Father Ang, for your inspiring words. Santa Clara University is pleased to recognize a number of our exemplary students for their achievements, service to others, and contributions to the university. Their lives serve as a model and inspiration to us all. The Peter Hans Kolvenbach S.J. Award recipient and the Nobili and St. Clair medalist for the class of 2018 will be introduced by Jeannie Rosenberger, Vice Provost for Student Life. Father Ang will present the awards.
The Peter Hans Kolvenbach S.J. Award is given by the President of the University to a graduating senior who exemplifies the ideals of Jesuit education, especially being a whole person of solidarity in the real world and having the courage and faith to build a more just and humane world. The Peter Hans Kolvenbach S.J. Award is given to Jack Hurston. The St. Clair Medal is given to the female graduate who is judged outstanding in personal character, school activities, and overall contribution to the university. The St. Clair Medal is awarded to Lindsay Taylor. The Nobili Medal is awarded to the male graduate who is judged outstanding in personal character, school activities, and overall contribution to the university. The Nobili Medal is awarded to Brandon Sanchez.
Congratulations, Jack, Lindsay, and Brandon. Other students who have received prizes and awards are noted in your commencement program, and their honors are listed next to their names. Each year, the university bestows its highest honor, the honorary doctorate, on individuals who embody the ideals of Jesuit education and model the university's commitment to fashioning a more humane, just, and sustainable world. Matthew Duncan, Associate Dean for Student Life, will introduce the first honoree.
Will Father Peter Pabst of the Society of Jesus please come forward? Reverend Peter Pabst, your lifelong commitment to Jesuit education has transformed the lives of children who needed a champion, particularly in Santa Clara Valley, where families often struggle amid gaps in wealth and opportunity. You have served generations as a faithful and generous steward of the Ignatian charism As an educator in Jesuit schools, double alumnus, and former staff member of Santa Clara University, minister of Santa Clara Jesuit Community, and trustee of Bellarmine College Preparatory and the University of San Francisco, among other roles. For embodying Jesuit ideals to new generations, Santa Clara University presents to you the honorary degree of Doctor of Education.
Right there. See? Nope.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer on you the degree of Doctor of Education. Honoris causa.
Reverend William Rewalk, S.J., Chancellor Emeritus, will introduce our next honoree.
Will Lorna Pinelli please come forward? Lorna Pinelli, thanks to your support and belief in our mission, thousands of Broncos have found a home here. Since 1956, you have been an ambassador for Santa Clara University and have proudly supported our mission, aspirations, and traditions. Your service on the Dissosay Museum Advisory Board, the board of the Kenna Club, the Bronco Bench Foundation, is just a small sampling of your invaluable contributions. Your spirit of generosity extends beyond the university, and your philanthropy, your outright humor, and as matriarch of the Pinelli family. For your lifetime of faithful and gracious service, Santa Clara University presents to you the honorary degree of Doctor of Public Service honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer on you the degree of Doctor of Public Service honoris causa.
Dr. Dick Levy, Chair of the Advisory Board for the Markla Center for Applied Ethics, will announce our next honoree.
Kirk O'Hanson, over the last 17 years, you have led and grown the Markla Center for Applied Ethics in Santa Clara to become the preeminent university-based ethics center in the world. On the eve of your retirement, it is fair to say that the influence you have had on those both inside and globally outside Santa Clara have exceeded all expectations. We are at a time when our sacred traditions and valued institutions are being questioned. Democracy, capitalism, religion, education, healthcare, the media, and science. You believe that these challenges must be confronted through courageous action coupled with voluntary ethical behavior if we are to emerge stronger and better than we were before. For imprinting your vision of purpose, compassion, and Santa Clara's applied ethics leadership across boundaries of geography and technology, Santa Clara University presents to you the honorary degree of Doctor of Education.
virtue of the authority vested in me, the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer on you the degree of Doctor of Public Service honoris causa.
I know.
Call your mom.
I invite Kirk Hansen to come and deliver the commencement address.
Okay. Father President, trustees, and other members of university boards, distinguished guests, deans and faculty, parents, family, friends of our graduates, and the Bronco class of 2018. I am delighted to be an honorary member of Santa Clara's class of 2018. For the past 50 years, it seemed everyone in my family was getting a Santa Clara degree. My brother, my 2 sisters-in-law and their husbands, 5 nieces and nephews, but not me. Now I will finally get respect at family gatherings. I too am a Bronco. As fate would have it, 50 years ago today, June 16th, 1968, I walked across the stage to get my own undergraduate degree. 50 years ago today. I hope that 50 years from today, you graduates will feel as fulfilled and blessed as I do. However, at my graduation, my godfather, a crusty Irish policeman, had enough halfway through the commencement address and disappeared. We later found him in the bar at the hotel, recovering. Godfathers, I am watching you carefully this morning as a leading indicator of how I'm doing. It's easy to make broad statements about millennials, Gen Xers, and about all college students. But I want to reflect for a few minutes this morning on how you Santa Clara graduates are different from most other college graduates. Both because you were different when you came 4 years ago, but also by how you have been shaped by your Santa Clara experience. Fortunately, what is different about you makes you more attractive to employers, to the friends we all hope to accompany throughout our lives, and to the future wife, husband, or partner. Now I have your attention, okay? Having taught for 23 years at a well-known secular university and now for 17 years here at Santa Clara, I'm convinced Santa Clara graduates are different. I'm going to talk briefly about 4 characteristics which I think set you apart. I hope each of you in this class of 2018 embraces these 4 traits as part of your identity. I hope you will always be different in these ways. However, if you don't recognize any of these traits, there will be a remedial year of undergraduate study beginning tomorrow morning. First, Santa Clara grads, I believe, are more compassionate, more empathetic about what others are feeling and how others experience this crazy world and challenging life, particularly when others' experiences are very different from your own. One of our distinguished professors, Tom Plant in psychology, has developed, yes, those are the psychology graduates. Tom Plant developed a test of compassion primarily to track the impact of a Santa Clara undergraduate education on your values. It's given to entering freshmen and graduating seniors. Professor Plant hypothesizes that you were already different when you arrived, more compassionate and more empathetic because of your family upbringing, as well as your own personal experiences and choices before Santa Clara. Now, your class's survey is still being tabulated, but based on past classes, the compassion and empathy that you have for others has increased while you've been at Santa Clara. And greater increases in compassion are correlated and increased by feeling valued as part of our community, participating in your service learning opportunities, taking workshops in racial and cultural sensitivity, and exploring the varied religious and spiritual experiences which are available here. Here's the advantage of being more compassionate and empathetic. If you are, you recognize how the lives of others are different than yours, and how others may think and feel differently. You can manage teams and organizations more effectively. You can tap into the feelings of consumers and audiences more effectively. And you can create ventures and public programs that address the real problems that others have. When I have been more compassionate and attentive in my own life, I think I've been a better teacher, a better friend, a better manager. Those times I was preoccupied with myself, things always started to go wrong. And those have been painful lessons. So, number one, be different, be compassionate and empathetic. Second, employers tell us that Santa Clara graduates really do dedicate themselves to a purpose, a passion in life beyond getting rich and simply looking out for number one. You are less full of yourselves than the graduates of some other universities. Employers and friends really like that. This is what employers mean when they say that there is another dimension to a Santa Clara student, a depth, a commitment to bettering the world, a willingness to cooperate, a commitment to using your talents for others. Don't underestimate the importance of this advantage. It'll enable you to accomplish more, have deeper relationships, and be happier for your entire life. Some of you have found your passion while here at Santa Clara in engineering design projects featuring environmental sustainability, in business entrepreneurship, which serves the least advantaged, in education for the underserved, in a legal career that seeks justice for all. Some of you will find your passion later. I found my own passion in an internship between junior and senior years of college, an internship at Hewlett-Packard. And the interest in business ethics has lasted with me for the rest of my life. You may well shift passions over a lifetime. There is no single passion that probably will be a part of every year of your life. You will move from one cause to another, contributing in each of them. So be different, be full of purpose. Third, you're prepared. You're prepared for the unpredictable and sometimes troubling world that we face. I have spent my life studying how people prepare for, recognize, and handle life's ethical choices. When a boss asks you to falsify a report, when you're tempted to lie to cover up a mistake you made yourself, or when you have to deal with a colleague who thinks everything is competitive and that cooperation is for losers. Now, where have I heard that? I have learned that every job and every role you will have has a set of predictable, even unavoidable ethical choices. One role many of us here this morning, not you graduates as yet, share is that of being parents. Boy, do parents make a lot of ethical choices. My wife and I raised 3 children, and I think we got better with each child at not showing anger and when to let go, when to let our children do something risky, and when to protect their safety, and as college students and graduates, when to advise and when to shut up. We got better at that. My biggest ethical failing, however, was as a spouse. When I accepted a job in another city on the spot, as soon as I got the job offer, after having promised my wife that any career move, particularly a physical move, would be worked out together. That was 30 years ago, and I'm still doing penance for that mistake. It is not worth it. Santa Clara grads know that there are unavoidable ethical choices in whatever their field, business, engineering, science, medicine, law, and any career path that they pursue. And they know the questions you can ask when you are faced with an ethical dilemma. And they've had these beaten into them, I'm sure. What choice does the most good and the least harm? Whose rights are affected by this choice? What's the fairest way to handle this? What action contributes to the common good? And what does good character, personal character, require here? Santa Clara grads also know about the Jesuit concept of discernment, perhaps overdone at times, but the critical point is that you know that you have to create some space in your life to think before you act, to ask the really important questions in life, particularly when the pressure is greatest. There will always be someone hoping that you won't reflect too much. Graduates, be different, be prepared. The fourth difference, and last, is that Santa Clara graduates have significant courage. Making good choices in life involves and will involve deliberate sacrifices, to turn down a questionable assignment, or to admit your mistakes rather than cover them up, to pursue your passion rather than solely the path to wealth. It will sometimes involve putting some of your goals on hold for the sake of your spouse's career, or while you care for an ill parent. My 3 children, all 30-somethings, are here. I hope they heard that last point, that be ready to take care of your aging parents. There are many stories of courage that I could share today, but many which I can't because of their confidentiality. Santa Clara grads who headed off engineering disasters because they persistently raised safety questions at the right moment. Corporate whistleblowers determined not to let misbehavior continue. Graduates taking great risks to create companies with humane and ethical cultures and to launch programs and ventures for the poor around the world. And of countless graduates before you who have stood up for women and minorities who are demeaned in their organizations. We salute your forebears who have made these a characteristic of their lives. My best and in some ways most courageous decision personally was to leave Stanford 17 years ago and its comforts to come to Santa Clara and to grow the Markkula Center for Applied Ethics. It turned out to be the second best decision of my life after marrying my lifetime partner, Catherine. These choices, the courageous choices and the decisions of passion, can bring a greater sense of fulfillment and happiness than you have ever had. Our experience and our hope is that Santa Clara graduates will be the courageous one, the first to speak up, the first to take the risk, the first to be willing to pay the price to do the right thing. So be different, be courageous. Class of 2018, I have, however, a warning for you. The traits that you came here with and were fostered and developed at Santa Clara are not guaranteed. You will shape your own character and your own strengths every day of your life from this day forward. You will weaken or strengthen your compassion, your purpose, your preparation, your courage by the decisions that you make every day. Who you are tomorrow depends on what you do today. I hope you and your families will celebrate this morning that you are different from other college graduates. You are entering a world with great intelligence and a top quality education, but even more importantly, with a set of values and skills that the world desperately needs. And I believe, and we believe, practicing those values and skills will lead you to a life of the deepest fulfillment and the greatest happiness. Santa Clara class of 2018, be different, and Godspeed.
Thank you, Kirk, for your words of insight and encouragement to your fellow class of 2018.
Okay.
Madison Elizabeth Blessington.
Wow, people are coming up.
Sarah Christine Dickinson.
When we get
Lauren Hunter Bell.
When we get to close to Nally, then
John Heber
I'll
Lawley.
start recording again.
Carter Mackenzie Siqueiros.
Sorry, man, but I don't feel like recording a lot, so
Brigitte
I'm sorry
Marie
about
Ladd.
this YouTube.
Alexandra Giovanna Bettini. Rachel Lynn Robles. Margaret Houston Hurlbut. Jonathan Aguilo.
Jordan M. Sakowski.
Okay, so I have 10,000 Pokecoins, so let's buy it all. Oh, you just spent one. Bo, come on. You have to keep spending until I get down.
Samuel Robert Pond.
Yeah, keep doing it. Spending Pokemon.
Cruz Peralta.
Wait, can I buy one? Can I buy can I buy that one?
No. Yeah, can we spend... We need, like, spend storage so I can catch more Pokemon.
This one?
Say, upgrade fully. Sorry, man. Game hasn't updated yet. Yep, I can earn them back, right, Bo? No problem.
Dr. Alfonso Ortega, Dean of the School of Engineering, will present the candidates for degrees from the School of Engineering.
Can I? No, wait. Can I buy this one now?
Dr. Bruce Davis,
Just
Department
one.
of Computer
No.
Engineering,
Just one.
No Ultra Box.
Huh?
Please wait
Just
until
one?
Dr.
Nope.
Davis has said your name.
Can I buy one?
yeah, we do.
You already spent 10. That's all I need to spend. So how much Poke Storage I have? No, that didn't increase. You know what increased? Now I have 2,000. Thank you, Bo.
Please rise.
Why buy Ultra Box? No, this seems better. No, we have to get ready for Lamitar. It starts at 11.
Versus the authority vested by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer on you
buy on the hack account.
as indicated by your dean. Congratulations.
This one?
Please be seated
Really?
until you're directed to rise. The first row, please come forward.
Yes, so much.
I have to show you first so that way you make decisions. Because sometimes you don't know how to make decisions.
Which one should I get?
Oh.
Premium.
Thomas Kyle Wasserman.
I have to save point because I want to get more points. I show you how much points I have. 39 million.
Zachary James Ellinger.
Buy it? Which one?
Jose Fournier.
Yeah.
Anya Catherine Beard. Adarsh Kantry. Annie Kathleen Brown.
Not right now. You gotta say better
Alexander
for community day. Look,
Hevinelli.
I forgot to charge it last night, so sorry, man.
Sophia Loretta Castillo.
Yeah, I was just in the middle of doing something. Sorry, man.
Malupina. Margaret Lorraine May.
Okay, so Bo just wants me to buy, so I buy it. And I think I vote to buy this too.
Nicholas Kikuchi.
Thanks. Woo! Got more
Ivy
items.
Fernandez. Evagalia Calomira Buzos.
Just one time, right?
Kayla Rose Vieira.
You have so much money.
Yeah, because I have a lot of storage, Bo, right?
Nolo.
No excuse for me not to buy it, right?
Braga Breyer Donald Blake.
So I have no excuse, right, Bo?
Dina Beth Bren.
And this is recording.
Zachary Ryan Kisner. Ian Michael Tierney. Joseph Henderson Hurley. Patrick George Mihelic. Marina Predovic. Angel Barranco Rojas.
Laura Isabel Avila Guerrero, Felicia Franz,
There you go.
Meriden Tutunis, Kevin Anthony Ellis, Milan Ottaviano Opik, Duncan James Bradley,
I'm still waiting for my cousin Natalie. Can I record this? I want to remember Natalie.
Micah Muir Thomas, Arya Taylor, Kirtanas Dudi, Nithya Giretti,
Dr. Debbie Tomasovi, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, will present the candidates for Bachelor of Science degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Angel of the Department of Biology will read aloud the names of the graduates of the college.
Get ready. Okay.
Said your name.
Keep the camera on.
Candidates who have been approved for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Arts and Sciences, please rise.
Oh, Nallie's coming.
Father President, I have the honor to present for their degrees those candidates who have been approved by the faculty of the college and by the Board of Trustees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer on you the degree of Bachelor of Science as indicated by your Dean. Congratulations.
Please be seated until you are directed to rise.
There's a lot of people in there.
Amelia Marie Lyle. Maria Yutarda Glorioso. Adriana Ortiz. Margaret Lindsay Sorum. Logan Okawachi. William Connor Pollard. Clara Calfo. Matthew Joseph Lowell. Henry Yamaguchi Ferguson. Zoe Dolcinos. Daniel Richard Cody. Lauren M. Hall. Christina Soraya Benurshka. Thatcher Boa. Nicole Caroline Schlatter. Michael Moffett Patton. Megan Elizabeth Bindi. Kaylee Rose Swindle. Sarah Kelly O'Connor. Katrina Marie Quigley. Marie Catherine Perso. Laura Inez Thompson. Andrea Julietta Bennett. Chandler Justin Hawks. James Mickey Moran. John Eric Carrion. Nicholas Anthony Rohde. Catherine Delaney Asher. Casey Lynn Mills. Alexander M. Koenig. Andres Adolfo Alvarez. Grace Jennings Stormberger. Sylvia Faisai Moon. Janelle Tobias. Valerie Rose Bright. Marta Gil Atumiano Fonciles. Erica Tiffany Sasaki. Samuel Campbell Huff. Lamberto A. Devani. Carlo Lane Artemijo. Lucy Mercedes Studemeister. Stephanie M. Aramo. Andres Miguel Gonzalez. Liliana Bianca King Adas. Jacinda Lee Randell. Madison Rose Kamarlingi. Madeline Margaret Thurby. Brent Michael Gordon. Caitlin Melissa Lowry. Erica Benjamin
Eric Benjamin Latau. Joseph Benjamin Kakura.
Oh, I see on TV.
Huawei Jing. Jennifer Yin. Ching Pan. Maya Maria Arce.
Look at
David James Dow. Caroline Elizabeth Bolligman. Lucas Samuel Miller. Sutter Green. Lauren Patricia Brennan. Emma Ruth Brethauer. Sarah Lauren Dunham. Katie Teresa Hagen. Shannon Hope Dunn. Ariana Isabel Shams. Shima Tadeshna. Noan Annika Villalobos Sanchez. Monica Celeste Negron. Caitlin Marie Escobar. Megan Elsie Cohn. Catherine Emily Tyler. Paul William Kozel. Brianna Machado. Andre Arash Payman. Michael Kandra. Ryan Putra. Leah Duran. Isabel Rigoli. Sydney Marie Martinez. Andy James Medina. Nancy Elizabeth Gilbert.
Oh.
Sierra Lynn Kuzikowski.
Oh, I think it's on Natalie.
Jonathan Connor Redmond. Kyle Alexander Richardson. Amanda Catherine Harris. Jason Nguyen. Nikan Romani Azara. Shannon Liu. Michael Brewer. Theron James. Laura Gavrilovic. Drew Thomas Okamori. Hannah Grace Parrish. Justin Chua Ocampo. Lindsay Lee Hugh Taylor. Kayleen Elise Cruden. Peter Tamora. Sarah Francis Craven. Grace Nicole Kruger. Katie Danielle Rior. Hannah Morgan Court-Bowie. Catherine Ann Frank. Rebecca Lowe. Francisco Alfredo Gutierrez Ramirez. Emily Liu. Jasmine Marie Quinn. Lawrence Allen T. Santos. Katrina Lee. Natalie Ha Zuyen Wen.
That's Natalie right there. You see where my finger is? White hat, Natalie.
Harrison Wright. Sarah Enigo Indo. Ryan Walter Yanagi. Meheret Zurga Sama.
Yeah.
Rashida Mogalapoli. Edgar Pascal Tenorio. Jamie Arce. Nicholas Fong. Vincent Hisashi Martinetto. Megan Kathleen Eng. Nicole Marie Hartman.
I did.
Yeah, it's just been sunny out.
Kelleher Ann Farrell. Colin Armstrong Flynn. Holly Ann Modeste Martin. Catherine Jacqueline Lafitte.
I want to thank the staff. The staff who've supported our students through thick and thin, and in particular those who've served as ushers and guides today. In a moment, I'd like you to join me and the graduating seniors here in thanking the faculty who've been your teachers and mentors and who've challenged and empowered you to achieve your full potential. Particularly like to express our gratitude to the faculty who are retiring this year. Would all the faculty please stand? Finally, I would invite the graduates to thank your friends and family, especially your parents who've been with you and supported you through your years at Santa Clara. Would the graduates please rise and give your parents and loved ones a hand? Thank you all for being here to join in our joyous celebration. Please stand now for the alma mater and remain standing for the benediction. The alma mater will be sung by graduating seniors from the Santa Clara University Chamber Singers.
Santa Clara, alma mater, lo, our hearts are pledged to thee. Eldorado's firstborn daughter, who beside the western sea, where the palm and olive mingle, bade the torch of science burn. Then the footsteps bear us from thee back, to thee our hearts will turn. This the mission bells are telling, as exultingly they ring. Santa Clara, alma mater, sweet they sing, where the palm and olive mingle, proudly raise their hands on high, in the earliest fane of science built beneath our western sky.
The benediction will be given by Justin Ocampo, a graduating senior from Sacramento, California with a major in biology and minors in biotechnology and public health, who will end this commencement with the benediction prayer.
Lord, we give praise and thanksgiving for all the opportunities and blessings you have bestowed upon us during our time at Santa Clara University. From our very first steps on campus to our very last steps on this stage today, you have been with us in all our life-changing and everyday moments. We thank you, God Almighty, for having blessed us with such inspiring and caring faculty, staff, and administrators who have advocated for us to become our best selves. We also ask that you bless all our family and friends who have strengthened us through unconditional support during these past years. Empower us, Lord, as we walk from this place today and into a complex, demanding, yet hopeful world. Help us discover our true identity so that we embody a spirit of selfless service and conscientious leadership, especially towards the margins of society. Most of all, Lord, help us on the path of our lifelong mission of selfless love for you, for ourselves, and for each other. As St. John of the Cross states, at the evening of life, we shall be judged on our love. Lord, ignite in us the fire of your love as we go forth and set the world on fire. A fire that touches and transforms the hearts of others for your greater glory all the days of our lives. We ask this in your name. Amen.
The graduation exercises will conclude with a recessional of faculty, distinguished guests, and administrators. Please remain standing in your place until the recessional is complete and the platform party has left the stadium. For those of you with reservations to attend the alumni picnic, I invite you to make your way to Bellamy Field. Please refer to the campus map on the inside back cover of the program. Congratulations to you, the class of 2018, and to your families, and may God bless the newest alumni of Santa Clara University.
Wow, look at this. I took a picture of stuff, but hey. Wow. We're just walking around and wait for people. So yeah. So congratulations to Natalie for graduating Seneca University, 4 years. So yep, this is just okay. This is pretty long video, but a much short view. So yep, doing a pretty good job. So yeah, so I don't see Natalie around, but I want to end this video and peace out. Yeah. Got this after graduation. Nice food over here. Nice food.